Welcome to Sports and Women, our very first podcast. I'm very excited about today. One reason because I've been delaying this for the last month. I apologize, but I'm very thankful for being here. I got my crew here, my new SportsNwomen panel crew, who everybody is going to meet pretty soon. And we're live on Periscope. What's up, Periscope? What's up, people?
Wave.
What's going on? Do we have enough light here? Is there enough lighting? Am I too chocolate? Am I too dark? Or am I good?
There's plenty of light.
Okay, good. I've got, if you hear a voice, it's our production assistant, Tosca. We'll get her in the camera soon, but she's going to be helping out with Periscope. She's going to be Instagramming. Follow us on Instagram. You can follow me on SportsNwomen. That's sports, the letter N, women. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Periscope. For those that are watching live, thank you for coming in live. Again, this is our first SportsNwomen show, and just to get you guys a little update on how we're going to do the show. This show is going to be about sports and relationships, not just sports and women. It's going to be about sports and relationships. And what we would like to do on this show is we would like to compare sports and relationships. Basically, how I've been watching sports the last couple of years. I've been watching sports and learning about relationships. You know about LeBron James going back to Cleveland. A lot of people talk about, LeBron James going back to Cleveland. And I think about, going back to your ex, or how hard is it to go back to your ex? That's for another conversation. But today we're going to be talking about something crazy. I don't even want to give it away yet. We're going to be talking about competition. I almost forgot that. I lost track of my mind. I think it's the coffee. We're going to be talking about competition in sports and in relationships. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. But I'm your host. I'm going to be here every other Tuesday. So I want you guys to follow. Every other Tuesday, we're going to be here. I'm your host, Steve-O. That's the kind of the name that everybody's been giving me. Hey, Steve-O, what's up? So I don't know. I just decided to take on that name. So Steve-O or Steve, Sports and Women, you guys can follow me. How about the playoff games the other night? How about Sunday? How about the Denver Broncos and old-ass Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos D getting the win over the Patriots? How about that? I don't know if anybody really expected that outcome to happen. I'm happy for Peyton Manning. He's going on his fourth trip to the Super Bowl. I think he's only I'm losing my math. 1 for 2. I know. Thank you. I'm 1 for 2. So he only has one Super Bowl, so he's going for his second Super Bowl. And what about Cam Newton? What about killer Cam Newton looking to get his first Super Bowl, becoming a dual threat quarterback? This guy is amazing. This guy really is Superman. You seeing this guy fly all over the field. His accuracy. He throws the deep ball great. This guy is amazing. This guy's the next thing. I expect him not to only become the first ever. I think it's the first ever to win a national championship and a Super Bowl. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I got my man Chad who's producing over here. He might have to look up the stats, but is Cam Newton going to be the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl and a national championship? A Super Bowl, a Heisman, and the first top overall pick in 2011, national championship, a Heisman, and a Super Bowl ever. That's big business. So we'll see. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. We have a segment later on. Ask Chad, who is again the producer on this show. The Ask Chad segment. He's going to be basically leading our sports knowledge. He's going to give He's going to give us our Super Bowl pick. The guy that he's going to be giving us his Super Bowl pick. I know it's a little early, but he's been doing his research, and I know he's going to have something good. Back to competition. I thought about this topic because of Peyton Manning, because of Tom Brady and how they battled throughout the years. No, they don't play each other one-on-one like basketball. No, it's not really a one-on-one competition, but it's still competition. And what I've noticed is the more competition, the better you are as a person. The better you are in sports as a player. I haven't met or seen LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. Whenever they go against each other, and Carmelo Anthony plays absolutely no defense. But every time I see him play LeBron, for some reason, this guy looks like Ron Artest or Meta World Peace. The guy comes to play. Whenever you play against someone who is known to be as good as you or known to be a great player, it tends to elevate your game. Whenever I see Carmelo play LeBron James, their games just elevate. They both want it. They both want to win. That's why I believe competition can be good. Now, relationships. Relationships. Don't we all love relationships? Well, competition has its pros and cons in relationships. But it's something I'm going to save when I bring the panel in. And the first panel that I'm going to bring in, the first people that I'm going to bring in is, you got to follow them. We've got Regina and we have Randy. They're going to be the first two from our panel for this discussion on competition. You don't want to miss what they have to say. I'm going to put them both against the wall, and we're really going to figure out how they feel about competition because, man, I've got some questions for them. So we're going to hold on that for a minute. One interesting stat about the Super Bowl. 13 years, okay? 13 years is the biggest difference in age of any two quarterbacks in Super Bowl history. Peyton Manning is 39 years old. Cam Newton, just 26. Another interesting stat. Peyton Manning will be the oldest starting quarterback to start in Super Bowl history. The second oldest, the GM, also a former Denver Bronco, John Elway. Interesting. Also, another interesting stat, this will be the first Super Bowl featuring opposing starting quarterbacks who were drafted number one overall. Number one overall picks. Peyton Manning, 1997, Peyton Manning, and 2011, Cam Newton. And on the opposing side, Von Miller, who's a freaking stud and linebacker, drafted number 2 overall. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Also, the Broncos are 5.5-point underdogs, according to Vegas. 5.5? That's kind of crazy, isn't it? 5.5? So, whatever. I really don't know. It's two great defenses, two great quarterbacks in their own right, a dual-threat quarterback, somebody who's definitely up and coming, Peyton Manning, who's been in the business for, over 15 years. And it's going to be really good. But again, the topic of conversation for today, the topic of conversation for today is going to be competition. And I want you guys to think about this before we transition to the first segment. Think about dating someone who has a lot of followers. Think about your guy dating a girl with 2,000, 3,000 followers. You're going on her page. You're seeing her get 200, 300, 400 likes. How do you honestly feel about that? Do you feel good? I know you can't say, oh, man, my baby got 300 likes on her selfie. Wow, that's awesome. All right. Let me look at the comments. Oh, who's this dude? All right, let me go on his page real quick. Let me see who this is. Who's this guy? And this guy, what do you mean, cutie? What do you mean, sexy? What do you mean? What do you mean, DM me? What does that mean? Don't you start feeling a little, a little low, a little concerned? Don't you go in the mirror and start checking yourself, doing like a couple push-ups before you go to sleep at night? Yeah, ain't no guy gonna admit that. Ain't no dude gonna admit that he want to see 300 likes on his girl's selfie. No. And girls, what about you? Oh, and girls. Oh my gosh. You get 20 likes and let 15 of them be women. 7 of them can be cousins. Your girl would be, who's this? Her last name is my last name. That's my cousin, obviously. What cousin? I ain't meet her. I ain't meet this cousin. I'm just saying, like, once you get into that, social media is a beast in its own right. But once you get into that situation where you start judging likes by your girlfriend or boyfriend or what have you, you start elevating your competition. The next day, tell me you don't try to look all good for your man the next day. Tell me you don't put on that perfume. Tell me, fellas, you don't go get a fresh shape up, knowing damn well you just got a shape up 2 days earlier. You go buy like a nice little outfit. You know what, baby? Look, we going out to dinner tonight. We going somewhere special. I'm going to send you some flowers. Just a little reminder that, I'm still here, those I see those likes, but I'm still here. I'm telling you, competition can raise your game. Competition isn't always a bad thing. Now, I don't know if you guys want to say it's a little bit of jealousy. You know what? Maybe it is a little bit of jealousy. Maybe it is. Maybe you are a little jealous that your girl's getting all these followers and all these likes. Maybe that's what it is. But I'll be damned to say that you're not going to raise your game if you see another man hitting on your girl, or you're not going to hold your girl a little tighter. You're not going to wake her up in the morning with a good morning text. You're not gonna start acting all sweet and doing nice things for her, laying your coat down on the floor or on the ground, in a puddle. Who does that anymore? Is chivalry dead?
Mm-mm.
People say chivalry is dead in New York. I'm telling you, chivalry comes back when you see. I'm gonna put it like this: there's nothing better to a man or a woman than a good compliment. Now, we don't always receive compliments well. Men and women, we don't always receive compliments well. But that lets the person know that, okay, they kind of like me. They kind of like me, because I'll let you know, if you ain't saying your girl look good, if you're not saying that, your man looks good, or you're thankful or appreciate him doing something for you, I'm telling you, somebody else will step in and treat your woman like a queen. That's that competition. Competition is a good thing. Competition is definitely a good thing. Even with your boys. Well, what do guys do during sports game all the time? What do guys do, Chad, if you're listening? What do guys do when it's a rivalry game? When the Cowboys play the Eagles, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. When the Cowboys play the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm hitting up all of my Cowboys fans, my Cowgirls fans, and I'm talking crap. I'm talking trash, because why? Because the competition just elevates. I have side bets. I want to make sure that that my team is better. The Eagles haven't been that good the past couple of years. I'm glad that Chip Kelly's gone. But what we like to do is we like to make little bets. But the bets are good. They're only good when I'm up $100. When I'm losing $100, it's not good. But the bets are good. It helps you elevate your game. Now, I'm not actually the one playing, but I have confidence. I'll have confidence in my team, and it just helps. It just helps the relationship, your friendship. You guys become closer. So, but I have a lot more to discuss on competition. It's not just about sports. Again, we're gonna compare sports. We're gonna compare sports to relationships. That's what this podcast, that's what this show is all about. So, again, coming up next, the next segment, I don't want you guys going nowhere. Everybody on Periscope, stick around. I don't want you guys going anywhere. Coming up next, we're going to have Randy, and Regina coming up next. We're going to get to know them, because this is our first show, so we got to get to know them. I'm going to ask them some questions just to, kind of get the viewers to feel them out a little bit. So we're gonna get them into this booth, into the studio. I want you guys to continue to follow us on Periscope, follow on Instagram, follow on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, all the social media. We will be back in about 1 minute, so stick around and stay on Periscope. Regina, over to my left. And we got Randy over here, dabbing. We're back again, podcast, Sports and Women, talk about sports and relationship. The conversation for today is competition.
Whoa.
Competition. But before we get into competition, we gotta meet everybody. Who should I go first?
Oh, look at that.
I mean, calling you out already?
Ladies first.
Of course.
All right, we gotta go ladies first.
All right,
Ladies first. What's up, Regina? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
How's everything?
Everything is excellent.
How'd you make out with Storm Jonas?
Storm Jonas was pathetic.
It was pathetic?
Yeah.
Why was it pathetic?
Because I had cabin fever for 2 days.
But you had off work, right? Did you go to work?
No.
So you were booed up with
Booed up with my own pillow.
With your own pillow?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Did your pillow have hair? Was he 6'2", 3"? Or was it an actual pillow?
It was an actual pillow.
Okay, I'm coming to you next, Randy. I'm coming to you. So, okay, so you didn't really do nothing. You just chilled. You just relaxed. Okay. That's what's up. Okay, so tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from the Bronx, and now I live in Brooklyn.
The BX! So you went from Bronx to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
How was the snow in Brooklyn, though? I saw a lot of pictures on Instagram, and I didn't really see Brooklyn. I just saw snow. So did anybody shovel? Did anybody plow anything? Or you guys kind of just got dumped with snow, and then that was it?
Yeah, it takes time for Brooklyn to clear up. But people were shoveling the snow the next day.
Okay.
This next day was pretty nice, so it kind of started melting the snow.
Are you a person that do you like the snow?
I can't stand the snow.
Really?
No.
So you're not diving in?
Me and snow don't mix.
No snow angels?
No snow angels, no snowman.
No.
No.
Nothing. Oh my gosh, such a shame.
No.
But hey, I mean, not everybody likes the snow. Some people just like to just stay in and drink hot coffee. Were you drinking at least? Were you drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. What were you drinking?
I had me some Jack Daniels.
Some Jack Daniels. That's a good move. You a Jack Daniels person, man?
Man, I'm just down with liquor, period.
Just down with liquor, period. Don't white, dark, whatever. Wine, red, white.
Factual.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
That's what's up. Okay. Virginia, so tell me do you like sports at all?
I actually love sports.
What kind of sports do you like?
I like basketball and I like football.
Basketball, football. Did you play sports when you were younger, coming up or anything?
No. I just like sports. Football, you see those guys with those tights, you just get a little...
Yeah.
It just made me just love that sport.
Okay. I watch it for other reasons. There's a game that's actually being played. Touchdown. But I can see, there's stuff that goes on, but I see what you're saying. All right, so here's a tough question. What is your passion? What are you passionate about?
Well, one thing I'm very passionate about is working out.
Working out? Okay.
Listen, I have a rep to protect.
Uh-huh.
I have to work out to maintain, to look good, to feel good.
Okay.
So yes, that's what I'm passionate about.
So where do you like to work out at? Like what gyms do you work out, or what kind of things do you do when you go?
Well, I work out at New York Sports Club in Bling, so you see, I'm passionate. 2 memberships.
How you got 2 memberships?
I like different sceneries.
Okay.
I can't keep the same scenery. It gets boring.
I hear that.
Same guys harassing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now she's rich.
I got you. All right. So you like to work out. Are you more of like cardio or what do you like to work on?
I do cardio first, and then I'll hit the weights after. Okay. Yeah. I don't like classes. I just don't.
So no like Zumba classes or anything, nothing like that.
Thing.
No like tap dancing or I don't know why I said tap dance. That was the first thing that came to my head. I don't know what other classes do you have?
Cycling.
Cycling. That's another one I was thinking of. Cycling class. Yoga's one.
Yeah, but
how about pole dancing?
Pole dancing.
Oh, pole dancing.
Oh, no.
No?
Touch the nerve. You
No,
touch the
I don't
nerve.
think
So
so.
you never done like a pole dancing class or
No.
nothing?
Mm-mm.
But that's like a thing. I see it on Groupon a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's real
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why it's coming up on Groupon. I probably
Yeah.
shouldn't admit it. But it's definitely come up on Groupon. Let me just skip to the next. Randy, what's up with you?
What's up, man? How's everything?
What's
How's
up, man?
everything?
Everything's good, man. So you mentioned before. Again, we're on Periscope. What's up, Periscope people?
What's up, Periscope? How
What's
y'all
going
doing?
on?
Sean Williams, OSD. What's going on?
Hey, and Sean, y'all. I don't know you yet, brother. But you can talk about the Eagles, man. We had it rough this year, man. We got rid of Chip Kelly. Things are different now. It's different, all right? We got a new regime,
Hopefully.
all right? And you don't like the name Steve-O?
You got to change it. Right?
Someone else agreed with him.
Man, we'll talk later. All right, Randy. So you're a dean at a school, at a middle school?
Yes, I'm a dean at a middle school, so what I'm not going to do is tell y'all where I work at. But just know I'm a dean.
You ain't
at
got
a
to
middle
do that. You ain't got to.
Perfect, perfect.
So, but where are you from?
So I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
You know, born and raised.
Uh-huh.
You know, still reside and live there. You know, and I work in Brownsville. That's the cool part.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you just told everybody you work in Brownsville.
Yeah,
So
I know.
everybody's like, okay, so he didn't say,
He didn't say
where
where
we
he
go, but Brown School, middle school.
Yeah, but just know I work in Brownsville.
Okay.
That's it.
So what kind of things are you passionate about?
So I'm passionate about, you know, just uplifting my community. You know what I mean? So, you know, just making everybody strong, especially as the youth, especially, you know, that's the young black males.
Right.
Especially through sports. Because, you know, I coach basketball. Occasionally, I might do a flag football here and there, but, you know, basketball is my thing. I'm a basketball junkie. That's what
Yeah.
I love. That's what I eat, sleep, and breathe.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Now, just so y'all know, when I got introduced for Randy, I went to Hampton University, and I just let y'all know, yeah, Hampton, HU, shout out, HU, shout out.
No.
So one of my friends, I was telling her, I was like, yo, I need to find a mail for the SportsNwomen podcast. She said, yeah, cool, I'll put it in my email. Put it in the email. Randy hits me up and said, hey, I'm interested in your podcast. Cool. So we got to talking, we were chatting, and Randy was saying, yeah, so you went to Hampton. Yeah. So he's like, all right, cool. Didn't say nothing for about 5-10 minutes. He was like, oh, yeah, by the way, I went to Norfolk State.
Behold the green and gold. Yes.
Just so y'all know,
What?
Norfolk State is our rival.
15
We
minutes
talk
away.
about competition in this show. This is competition right here. All right? But this is my man, though. This is my homie right here. So
Yeah, man,
so
you
we're
already
good.
know.
That's my man, 100 grand. So let's just get down to things.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about competition.
Oh, man. She's sick.
Do y'all think competition is a good thing in a relationship? Yes or no?
I say at times yes.
Okay. Why?
So for an example, right? When it comes to like sex and stuff,
Uh-huh.
you know, competition is a great thing. I mean, because think about it. You know, there's like these little games that couples play. It's like, yo, if you make me come first, you got to do this.
Uh-huh.
You know, or this for an example, right? Like I remember one time, you know, it was a couple. They were talking at a restaurant. She was like, yeah. So she was like, yeah. So if you lick my ass first, you know, I'm gonna do this for you. I was taken. I was like, oh my god.
So at a restaurant, what was this? At like Applebee's or something?
Applebee's.
Had to be a food chain.
It was Applebee's.
Yeah, it goes down in the food chain.
It was
Yeah.
crazy, and I'm like, so that's all he got to do. And then the guy was excited. He said, yeah, I'm gonna lick you.
Order me another Long Island.
Give me 2 more. I'm like, oh, do what you gotta do.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, man. But competition is, you know, is healthy. You know, it should be friendly. It shouldn't be like malicious and too crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gina, what you think?
I think competition is good. Just Randy is right. I gotta write him on this one.
Uh-huh.
It keeps things interesting.
Okay.
You know, relationships tend to get boring, and
Mhm.
if you both don't compete on maybe sexual level or anything, cooking could be anything, cleaning, competition, and betting could be fun. Guys do it all the time, so. I
Yeah, we
think
do.
in a relationship, if you can do that with your spouse, it'll be
Mhm.
fun. Yeah,
So, do you think you're in competition with other women?
of course I am.
Whoa.
Ooh, and that means all ages. I
Uh-huh.
think we're talking about my age, 26. We're talking about older, younger women, babies. I don't know.
But what do you? So
You might be because
What?
he's a guy that has a kid. You are competition because guess
Oh,
what?
that is
He's
a
gonna
good
put
one.
his baby first before anybody else.
But-
You have to respect it.
But hold on though. But hold on. You know there are some dudes who's like, listen, man, I'm trying to pursue shorty. My kid gonna have to wait. You know what I mean? There's some dudes like that out here right now probably listening like, listen, G don't look good and all that, so I can make sure Ray Sean is good. He's going to be fine.
Ray Sean he gonna stay a couple hours later for daycare. Like, can you keep Ray Sean for another hour or two? Yeah, I got some business to take. I gotta go to Applebee's. I got an engagement at Applebee's around 6:30. But okay, so you think you're in competition with other women. So what drives you competition wise? Like, is it all about your looks? Do you think that's what men are looking at when you're talking about competition? Are you trying to look better?
I believe it's everything in one, right?
Uh-huh.
It's looking better. It's
because you're saying you're working out.
Listen, I work out. Yeah,
okay.
Look,
you're saying you work
looking
out.
Good.
Are you working out for you?
I'm working out for me. I'm
okay.
working out for the attention I get.
Okay.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Okay. And that's real talk, though. Not everybody's going to admit that.
I respect it. Not
everybody's going to admit that.
And also, it's not about looks always. It's about how can you keep a guy's attention, right?
Uh-huh.
So you need to go on personality-wise. So I definitely make sure my personality is up to par because that's important.
Uh-huh.
Most men know that's important.
Right.
They will look, obviously, physical is first.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
But when it comes down to keeping a guy, you need to be very smart because it's the long run.
All right, so Randy, back to you real quick. This is a good question. So, how do you feel about competition with other guys?
Well, in my honest opinion, I don't see no competition amongst myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not being cocky, I'm not being like, letting people know that I'm that guy. Because it's this, I'm secure with myself.
Uh-huh.
And that's the issue with a lot of guys. A lot of guys lack self-confidence. So that's like for an example. Like, I don't wear expensive stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the Louis Vuitton type of guy. You give me a pair of Levi's and a white t-shirt and some kicks, I'm fine. I see dudes buy $700 outfits and get no chicks. It's crazy.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
It's crazy. So competition to me is like, all right, son, go ahead, do you.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a Nike Tech guy. I love Nike Techs. Like, honestly, if I could wear Nike Tech in the club, I would wear it in the club.
So, I'm going to hit you with this.
All right.
What do you feel about a woman you're dating having a lot of male friends? What do you feel about having, a woman having a lot of male friends? More than women. Maybe she has 3 or 4 female friends and then 10 plus male friends.
10 plus. You have to be cautious because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game out here.
Uh-huh.
So think about it. If she had 10 male friends,
Uh-huh.
who knows? She might could have done 2 or 3
Uh-huh.
and might call them,
Mm-hmm.
oh, those my bros. No, back in the day, you probably let your bro touch.
All right.
I'm not hearing that.
So think about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Are you afraid if your woman comes to you and says, baby, I'm kind of bored. And then in the back of your mind, you're like,
You got to think.
damn, she's bored. I ain't hear from her all day. I know she got 10 more friends. I know she got 10 friends, 10 male friends. What's she doing? Why ain't she text me all day? Doesn't that come across your mind? Regina, the same thing. You have a guy who has a lot of female friends, right? 10 female friends. Maybe, 4 or 5. Because guys usually have a good amount of male friends. He says he's getting bored with you because it happens. We're natural. We can't always have fun. We got lives. We work. We like to do our own thing sometimes. It happens. But sometimes we get bored in a relationship just because, you want to always feel excited to see a person. It doesn't always happen. You always want to have fun with your partner. It doesn't always happen. When someone hits you with, I'm being bored, does it ever cross your mind that if I'm boring them, will they go to someone else that's exciting? And also, if you do that, do you consider the person that your partner is? Like, who is this person? Like, do I think that they could go run into their friends, run into their, the other little females, little girlfriends that they have? What would y'all think, real quick?
Well, I wouldn't mind, actually. I'm down for it. So if he felt bored with me, I was like, hey, You want to call up one of your homegirls or your girlfriend? I mean, hey.
But it's something that you think about, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but in reality, you have to face reality. People get bored.
Brandy, real quick.
Honestly, and this is being real, your girl should never be bored, period. Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, like, if you keep spicing it up and y'all keep doing different things every other day, having fun, she has no reason to be bored. And if she's bored, she's unappreciative.
She walk in that house, you playing Trey songs or something.
I'm about to dive in.
Yeah.
And then it's like she say she bored. I'm stuck her.
Wow, okay. He didn't really mean that, though.
That's an aggressive
I don't
reaction.
think he really meant that.
Yeah.
I don't think he really meant that. He meant, like, you know, video games, like going on video games and getting it back that way. Yeah, that's what he meant. All right, y'all. So look, we're gonna get to the next segment. The next segment is going to be with Rose. We're gonna get Rose into the next segment. Regina, Randy, I want to thank y'all. These are two faces that you guys are gonna have to get familiar with on the show. This is gonna be a part of the panel. Again, we're talking about sports and relationships. Tonight's topic is competition. Think about it. Is competition a good thing? I think we're all leaning towards yes, but, you know, it does have its pros, it does have its cons. So keep it locked right here. We got Rose coming into the building. Keep it locked. Stay on Periscope. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
You have women who are book smarts, PhDs, and everything, still don't got a man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
And what happens is that we don't want to let them. Some women, when we get into a certain power, we don't let them. This is my biggest thing. We have to let a man be a man, and men, you have to let a woman be a woman. And if when that barrier crosses, then that's when a guy is like, well, then you don't need me.
Yeah.
And then that's when he looks for someone who does.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
I also think it's good to keep. No, I think it's good. I also think it's good to keep your individuality when you're in a relationship, to still be who you are, and obviously grow with that person, but grow within yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, become a better version of you, and usually your partner helps you that. And I think that's where the motivation and that's where the competition helps with your partner, when you both are just doing your thing. Both of y'all are just dope ass couple.
Exactly.
So before we go to that last and next segment with our Ask Chad segment with our producer Chad, Tosca, you've been looking at Periscope. What are people saying?
Well, someone wants you to repeat your Twitter, Rose, real quick.
Twitter.
And you had a phone call, so it got Rose's beautiful speech got cut off a little bit.
Sorry. It's like a film reel. REEL. Rose.
Yeah, all right, Mia, did you get that?
At Real Rose. Yeah. Follow at Real Rose.
Thank you.
We're going to have everybody's Instagram and Twitter. You want to follow Randy as well. Randy is I won this race. So at I won this race. I think that's a very clever handle. You want to follow that, and you want to follow Gina at G Vixen. Where's Gina at? Is it at G Vixen? G Feed Vixen. You want to follow her, but stay on Periscope. I have it right here.
Don't you have the paper?
Right here. At GB Vixen. At GETHEE Vixen. Instagram, Snapchat. We're gonna wrap this up with Ask Chad segment. Ooh. Thank you. At Real Rose. Periscope followers, stick around. We're gonna end this conversation. Still in competition, but we're going to talk about sports. I hope you guys are following us on Periscope. We've got our last and final segment with Chad Eaton. I'm giving the whole government.
You went with the government?
Ask Chad. This is going to be our sports segment with Chad, who's also our producer, but he's the guru and the know-it-all for sports. So
I don't know about all that.
You know what, Chad? You know your sports.
I know stuff. I wouldn't call it guru.
Chad, you know your sports, brother. You are
like a prodigy.
You are ESPN. You are Adam Schefter.
Prodigy.
I don't even check my app. I just go to Chad, and Chad just texts me. It's almost like he has his own app. Ask Chad. You know what? You should patent that. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. Nobody take that, by the way. We're gonna use that. We're gonna use that. We already recorded it, so it's ours. But that's actually a good idea.
So I can't even grab that.
All right, Chad. Tell me about you, brother. I mean, I know you, but tell me about you. Tell me about yourself. Where you from?
Bronx born.
Bronx?
Yeah, Bronx born.
We got a lot of Bronx love here.
Yeah, man.
What's up with the Bronx? Is the rent cheaper out there? What's going on?
It is.
The love is cheaper out there.
Yeah? How's the tax over there? Everybody seems to be going there.
Listen, Bronx is where it's at.
That's where it's at.
Even though I reside in Harlem, Bronx is where it's at.
Oh, shoot, there it is.
Bronx is hometown now.
So, am I silly to think that your passion is sports?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. I got other passions besides sports.
Talk to me. Tell me.
What is it? I'm trying to think of the lizard.
The lizard?
Yeah.
You're passionate about a lizard?
No, I'm talking about like, there you go, chameleon.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Music,
You
rap.
lost me there. I was like, you're passionate about lizards. Hey, I mean, you know.
Rap, sports,
Okay.
family. Family, Hannah.
Let's just get to the game, man.
Family, man, and art. Who you got?
Let's just get to the Super Bowl. The Broncos and Panthers. You want to talk about competition? This is going to be one of the better, and I'm not talking about from just the Cam Newton versus Peyton Manning. I'm talking about from a storyline perspective. This is a great storyline. We have Peyton Manning, who's probably finishing his career.
Yeah.
This is probably his last game.
Right, dude. The sheriff.
So who wants a Super Bowl more than him? I mean, I know Cam Newton, first time getting here. You know, I know he wants it. You have the dynamic of the dual threat black quarterback. You know, a guy who was only looked at when he was drafted as a runner not a thrower, and now it just seems like he's just getting it all together.
It's a genre now.
Yeah, he's elevated his team.
Yeah, the dual threat quarterback now.
So
it's a genre now.
Is this going to be a good game? What do you think?
You know what? I can't say. I won't hype it. Say it will be a great game because I'm a little nervous after that Seattle Broncos debacle.
That was brutal.
That
first play of safety.
Yeah, I was hyped about that one, about the number one offense going up against the number one defense, and that kind of shit the bed. Yeah, but you know what? I think it will be. I mean, you got Carolina's D. Carolina's D is legit. You got Payne. Payne knows how to manage a game. If anything, at this point, he knows how to manage. I
mean, he's got a noodle arm, but the guy is still got it right.
Listen, I don't even want to say he got a noodle arm. Yeah. I mean, he got a little.
He had some zip last week.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was injected, induced. That's
I bet you.
I'm just saying.
I bet you went to his wife and was like, "Look, baby, you still got that in the closet. I need to
shout out to Al Jazeera.
Oh man, we ain't talking about Al Jazeera right now. I don't want to talk about those guys.
Just in case there's a little truth behind that story.
Right. I mean, do you think he's going to retire after this game, regardless if he wins or loses?
Yeah.
You think it's done?
I think he has to.
The Peyton Manning era is done.
I think that as far as the Broncos are concerned, salary cap wise, I think they have to do it. I think they have to move on quarterback wise, and if not now, when?
Because
what's 37, 38?
It's 39. 39 hitting 40. What do you think what is he getting next year? 20? I think he's getting like 20 plus mil next year.
He's got it's a second of the 3-year deal.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not reaching that third one.
So it's
now or never at this point.
Now, are you glad that we're not getting the same love story that we've been getting for the past couple of years? The Tom Brady and the New England Patriots at another Super Bowl.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Honestly, I'm a diehard Steeler fan, so I didn't want Tom in it regardless.
Right.
But I thought we could match up better with the Patriots.
Right.
But that's to each its own. But yeah, I'm tired of Tom, dude.
Granted, Tom Brady to me, I didn't see Joe Montana play. He's by far the best quarterback
he's our
in the game.
Generation Montana.
I'm tired of seeing this dude.
We're talking about the Cinderella story. I mean,
I'm tired of it.
Drake did. Drake's up for that reason, right? It's the same story.
Right.
6th-round pick.
Yep.
So, Michigan, noodle arm.
Yeah.
Now what? Now he's on 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
So tell me if you were to place your bets, if you would place your rent money on who's going to win, I don't think you would ever do that. But let's just say you got a lot of money in your savings account. You know what? I would bet my rent money on this game.
No.
5.5 spread.
For who?
For
the 5.5 spread for who? For Denver or for Carolina?
For Carolina. Carolina has they have the advantage of 5.5. 5.5.
It's rent money. Yeah, no, I can't.
Dude, you can't do that, right?
I can't do that. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be one of those games where it comes down. Their defenses are so tight. It's gonna come down to like 1 turnover, 2 turnovers, and that's gonna be how the other team responds. Is gonna be the game.
Dude, you got DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller on the edge coming at you.
Yeah.
You have Josh Norman making a Pro Bowl, great cornerback. You've got Thomas Davis. I don't know how Thomas Davis thinks he's going to play with a broken arm.
He is. He's in.
That's beyond me. I guess, God gave him 2 arms, so he's the other one. You got Luke Kuechly, who is a beast.
The Clark Kent, right?
He had back-to-back pick sixes. The last time that happened to that was 2006 to Asante Samuel for the New England Patriots.
Which was a cornerback.
Yeah, exactly. So,
beast.
Who do you think is going to win? Knowing all this, man. Cam Newton is hot, man.
Am I going with heart or am I going with my brain?
Are you going with your heart or you go with your brain? That's a good question. That could be a relationship topic next. You go with your heart or your brain.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time I'm going with my heart on that one. But I gotta go with Peyton.
You're gonna go with Peyton Manning?
I am. I'm gonna go
over the red hot.
I'm gonna go with Sheriff.
Carolina Panthers.
Here's my matchups. My matchups is Miller.
Yeah.
Versus Michael Orr, blindside guy.
Okay.
The left tackle.
He's on that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the key matchup.
Okay.
And then I think Darius will work Josh Norman.
You think Demaryius Thomas is going to...
With help with Peyton?
I mean, last week he only had two receptions for 12 yards.
The playbook was more sheltered or more catered towards the tight end at that point. Owen Daniels. I mean,
it worked out.
Yeah. It's the only time they've gotten in the red zone, I think, this whole season. Yeah. All 3 touchdowns by that dude.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to put a guy on him. Just saying. I don't know.
So what's your final score?
Final score, 34-28 Broncos.
Ooh, high-scoring game.
Yeah.
2 big defenses. Top 2 defenses in the league. Yeah, high-scoring game?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. I'm going with Peyton as the MVP.
Okay.
And he's going to throw...
Going down with style. Retiring with style. I love it.
I got him throwing for over 300, probably 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
And a pick.
I love it.
But Cam played well. It's just not his time.
This is not his time, right? He'll be back.
He'll have the MVP. He'll be the MVP of the league. Definitely, without a doubt, he'll be the MVP of the league.
I think I'm going Broncos, and I'm going I'm going a defensive game. I'm going 17-13.
You know what? I'm not
Broncos.
17-13
Broncos.
If it's a low-scoring game, I'm going to favor Carolina.
Yeah.
They've proved too much in this postseason that they can put up numbers regardless of the defense.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be a shootout, and I want my Broncos to take it, and I want Peyton to ride off like the Sheriff in the sunset, gotta go with a high score.
The other factor you gotta play in is when the Carolina Panthers get into the red zone, they have they have too many ways to score, and the one way that they have to score is your quarterback. Right. Your quarterback is 6'5" and 260.
Yeah, he's
how do you stop Superman?
He's LeBron fast break.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you stop Superman?
He's LeBron of football, which is crazy.
All right, real quick, we're gonna end this on the show. David Blatt firing. What are your thoughts?
Yo, I wanted to talk about this dude.
I know, just real quick.
How I just don't understand how someone in first place took his team to the finals, and on his day off,
day off, you get fired.
For what? What's the reason?
LeBron
didn't have anything to do with it?
How do you get fired on your day off?
LeBron didn't have anything to do with it?
That's a Friday-ish.
I'm just saying, LeBron didn't have anything to do with it?
Of course he did. LeBron probably called or sent a text message and was like, yo, Blatt gotta go.
delete.
Blatt's gotta go.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to end on that note. Everybody, thank you for watching the first show.
Exactly.
Sports and Women. This is our podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Snapchat. Follow us everywhere. Facebook. Follow us on Periscope. For those that are watching on Periscope, thank you. We're going to have another show in about 2 weeks, but keep following us. We're going to replay all the segments. I want to thank Ask Chad for our segment. Chad, what's your handle?
That's at Chad Oliver 24.
Ask me
any kind of questions, sports related, relationship related,
everything.
Yeah.
And follow me at Sports and Women. Follow everybody else, Sports and Women. Follow our Instagram. Follow our Snapchat. Just follow us and keep following us on Periscope. I'm liking the live stream. Thank you, Tosca, who's helping us. Tosca, say what's up.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll be back. And that's a wrap for the show. Peace.